Oni is a pamphlet one-shot for the Mothership First Edition tabletop role-playing game. Concept and design by Lazerus. Written by Jaime Heitler. Art by Thomas Heitler. Sake art by Attila Olenik. Proofing by Granny the Knife. Sensitivity reading by Hannah from Supergirl Reads. Music by Tabletop Audio and Karl Casey at White Bat Audio under the Creative Commons licensing. Content warning, this game may contain amputation, alcohol consumption, multiple personalities, organized crime, parental abuse, suicide, and violence. Alright, welcome back everybody to episode 3 of Oni on the Mothership Gaming system. We are going to continue our adventure aboard the Reiko as things have just gotten a little tense as Andre 4000 has made a mistake in his hacking protocols as he attempted to gain some information from the private terminal within Father's private quarters. He rolled a critical fail on his hacking check, causing Oni to rise from his charging slumber and inquire into the meaning of this intrusion. Andre succeeded on a faux pas check, which then allowed him to gain the benefit of the doubt from Oni, as Oni asks him to leave the private chambers before bringing the brothers in to deal with him. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Andre, what do you do in this moment?
Knowing better than to not take the advice of a fellow computer system, they are going to escape, hopefully quietly try and get back to the room, retracing their memory of how to get there, if possible.
Okay, go ahead and give me another speed check to attempt to try and get back, once again in the darkness at disadvantage.
Go! Oh my god, I'm never gonna get this right. 98, that is a big time failure.
Almost a critical failure. Yeah, we don't even need to get you to roll a second time and you fail. So I'm going to give advantage to the brothers here on their instinct roll to see if they notice you. Shit, that's 38 over 30. You can stumble along your way as you try to make your way back to the crew quarters, bumping into some blackjack tables and making a little bit of noise, but you're able to kind of duck down beneath them, hiding out of the way. You see the lights of the brothers' screens, their face screens, scan over the area. They don't seem to notice you as you crawl your way the final few feet back to the guest quarters.
So he's gonna still come in on their hands and knees. Oh man, I'm stressed.
Super stressed.
Alright, you crawl back in. Let me check in with the others. Were you guys doing anything while Andre was away?
I was just listening at the door to see if he gave a signal to create a distraction.
Hiding in a cryopod with the door ever so slightly ajar so that I can hear what's going on.
I'm just hammering on the sake. Well, not hammered, like drinking.
Okay, how many shots do you take there, Hudson?
How long was he gone for?
A few minutes, if that.
At least one.
Okay. Go ahead and reduce your stress by 1.
Ooh, yay.
And this is the second shot you've taken?
Well, yeah, because I took one earlier with, before we went in, and I'd taken one as we've been sitting here.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d10, please.
Niner.
Okay, you are still good.
Still. Yeah.
Rooster, just for keeping track of your sake that you've bought, you bought 3 bottles. Each bottle contains 4 shots.
All right.
So I think you've given 1 to Mel and 1 to Hudson. And you guys need to let me know anytime you do take a shot of sake, please. If there's been any more drinking going on.
So if I have 1 stress, is that a good thing, having one less stress?
Yes. The lower your stress
cool.
is, the less likely you are to panic.
I'm just chilling.
So what is your stress at there, Hudson?
It's 1 out of 2.
Okay. Minimum stress is always 2. You can never go below 2. So you will always have 2.
Oh, okay, so I have 1 then? Yeah. Plus the stress.
You're at 2.
2 is the minimum. You can't go lower than 2.
Oh, okay. So then how do I lose the stress?
You can't go
Normally-
lower.
Yeah.
You're the lowest you can possibly get right now.
If you had
Okay.
more stress and you'd taken that shot of sake, you would have been able to reduce it by 1, but you can never go lower than 2.
Okay, I get it. Never mind. Okay.
So Andre, you rejoin them back in the room there? And are you guys just going to wait the few hours until daytime arrives, or do anything else during the night here?
Well, Andre, what happened?
I used an old code, but it still checked out. But it didn't quite work. I tried to manipulate the system, and the AI knew what I was doing, but I was able to convince them that I was part of the honored guest and party here. And we talked machine to machine and both agreed that it was just a mistake.
You tell us this thing's name.
Say what?
Yeah, did you say that it told you it didn't have a name?
I mean, I could make one up now, but no, I don't think we were quite that cordial. We weren't that personal yet.
So is this like the ship AI? What were you talking to?
There was a terminal in there that I was trying to see if I could get further access, maybe find out where other things are. Got a little sloppy in my coding and was discovered, but was able to reason with them machine to machine, and we haven't been exposed just yet. But I didn't get any good info. So I think we either need to explore some more of the ship, maybe try that again at higher risk. But for now, I'm going to go cycle my power cores. Rest up for a bit.
Yeah, Bruce is just going to rest, get a little bit of shut-eye here, since it's only a 2-hour night.
Power nap.
Get in a power nap.
Sounds
Power
good.
nap.
I don't believe you guys have a whole lot of stress, but I'll give you the option if you want to make your rest save or not. It might not necessarily be beneficial since your stress is so low.
Tell me that again. If you roll, what's the most I could get rid of, potentially?
Okay. So a rest save is you roll against your lowest save.
Huh?
If you roll under, if you succeed that save, you reduce your stress by the ones number rolled.
Okay, so lowest save is a 20. So in theory, the best I could do is -2 stress. Or not even that, -1 stress, right? Like 19 would be the best I could get.
If you rolled a 19, wouldn't you get 9 less stress?
Yes.
Mm.
So You would
So
go
whatever
to
the
your
digit
menu.
in the one section. So if you rolled a 17, it's 7 less.
Okay.
But if you fail,
and the
you
10's
take that.
decimal. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And if I fail, you add a stress to it. Yeah, let's do that. No,
And is it
No.
your lowest save or your lowest stat?
Low save. I think I misspoke before.
I'm gonna keep rolling. Stress sounds fun.
Okay.
What could possibly be the worst thing that could happen on that rolling table, right?
Well, stressed android's always fun, right?
Sure. Do androids dream of electric sheep? We'll find out.
Do androids feel fear? Let's find out.
They turn on their emotion chip.
So yeah, I won't do any roll for that. We'll just keep that stress high, and
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
what consequences may be to come.
All right. Sounds good. So the group of you spend an hour or so here resting as the night cycle finishes out. After a little bit of time, you start to see the rays of that sun circling around that dwarf planet, once again illuminating the Reiko as you see this blood red light seep into the ship, casting shadows across the entire deck. What would you like to do now?
Let's go back out in the common area.
Go see what is delectable for breakfast.
What's on the docket for the cruise today? What's the agenda? A little bit of shuffleboard on the deck.
Some karaoke.
Little pool time karaoke at the bar.
I heard karaoke is Japanese for tone deaf.
Up to you guys. You tell me what you want to.
Yeah, I'm on board with Rooster. I'm gonna go out
Yeah.
and see what's going on and act accordingly based on what our hosts are up to.
I mean, yesterday they offered us gambling and dinner. I mean, is there a new agenda for the day, or
As you guys
Or is it Groundhog Day? We're just gambling and having the same meal.
stepping out in the morning, it looks very similar as it did to when you first arrived. There are two brothers near the gambling tables, ready to deal cards or operate the games that you choose if you were to ask them. Brother 2 and 3, or 3 and 4 rather, are over in the dining room, arranging dishware and prepping food. There is some fruit and other things that are displayed out for you to eat if you so choose.
While it's daytime, I'm going to wander around the ring, and I'm going to be checking the doors that we have access to. I'm not going to open, especially like the one that's labeled as private. My intention, if we ever get into a position where we want to keep our brothers and Granny away from us and they're in a room, what is the best door that I could potentially do some sort of a wiring to hack the door itself to basically lock them in or keep them out if we were on the run from them or trying to separate? So I just want to look at these doors, see if one maybe has a little more exposed wire, one that's is more likely to be sealed up or has a sealant to it that I could trigger, that sort of thing.
Looking at all of these doors, the doors on this deck aren't like airlocks. None of them have panels or seals. They're not sliding doors. They are like manual push doors. So there's nothing like to hack, but they do all have labels on where they go. So I've given you the 4 main ones there. And there are 2 others that we'll say you check out on this roundabout. On the port and starboard side of the Reiko, there are doors that can lead into hallways that are labeled maintenance hatches. So that's in the east and west doors that lead into those long hallways. And at the end is where you'd find maintenance hatches that would presumably be going further or lower, higher or lower into the ship itself.
And is there anything that indicates that these are off limits, like the private quarters?
Yes, as maintenance hatches, they are kind of labeled as staff only. They don't necessarily say off limits, but it would be not perceived well to have a guest in these areas.
I'll point out what I see to everybody else and say, maybe we could ask for a tour.
Yeah, I mean, sounds good. I mean, I was thinking of asking, see if we could have an appointment with daughter today, or see if we can set something up. Wouldn't mind getting into one of those maintenance closets either. Maybe poke around, see if we can see where they go.
Anybody have a good rapport with these? With these? What's the right term? Android? Who would be best to ask them if we can, go in for as honored guests?
Yeah, give it a try.
Seems like Granny was the one that actually would talk more than the other ones, but I'm sure there's a line when it comes to her.
Mel, one thing I almost glossed over here that you would have picked up on this roundabout. You were looking for exposed wires or terminals that you could maybe work with. The only room that has this would be the lift in the center that you suspect might also raise or lower into different areas of the ship.
So the lift has like some kind of an exposed wire there, though?
No, like it still looks pristine, but it is the only area that has like a terminal that you, with your computer skills, might be able to do something with.
Understood. Thank you.
Does anyone have a bauble or a trinket or anything that might be conveyed as a gift or valuable on them? I have a pet. I don't know what the fuck that would do, or if I'd want to part with it, but
I've got a poster.
Okay.
Pretty sweet looking poster.
What I'm thinking is that maybe we could try to ask for an audience with the daughter or our distinguished host to offer them a gift.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I just straight up asked, but we can offer.
Oh, sorry. You did ask, didn't you? I apologize.
I just got that weird look.
Yeah.
She didn't seem to. When I mentioned the daughter, she Granny got a little odd.
I don't think that. Yeah.
Oh, maybe we don't mention the daughter at all. We just go for. They used to say, "Take me to your leader," right?
Parlay.
Yeah,
What's the reason that
I don't
we
know
have
if
to see
Father's
other
gonna
parts
talk
of
to
the
us.
ship?
Curiosity?
Sure. Why not?
We were under the impression that we were going to be greeted by whoever the head is of this place, and we're surprised that we haven't seen it yet as honored guests. We don't want them to seem offensive in their dealings with us, so we're giving them a chance to retain their honor.
Love it. I agree.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's use it.
Let's do that. I'll try and say it, but if anybody else wants to, feel free.
Go ahead, Mel.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got such a way with words.
Oh. Oh, hold on. One more time. I'll take a sip of sake. I don't need it, but
Attaboy. Liquid courage.
Yeah,
That's your second shot of sake?
that's my second shot. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d10 for me. Okay, very
There you
good.
go. Okay. Okay. Let's go to Granny, and we'll walk over to Granny. If I assume she's out somewhere, we access to her, or wait for us to have access.
You don't see her right away. You do spend a few minutes kind of looking for her around the salon area before you do see her emerge from the kitchen, and she begins to walk through there.
Okay, I'll put myself in a position to block her without necessarily, intentionally stopping her, letting her basically be the one that initiates the communication.
Okay. You do notice that she seems to see you kind of right away. And she almost walks straight towards you, almost sensing that you have some intention to speak with her. As she approaches, she gives you a big smile and says, you are just the one I was looking for. Do you have a moment, honored guest?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Are you here to make good on the invitation that we received?
Sorry, invitation?
Yes. When we received our invitation to come here, we were told that we would be meeting with the head of the family, and we were surprised that hasn't happened yet, and I figured I'd give you the opportunity to make it happen.
Oh, right, of course. Father does expect many other new guests to arrive at any moment. We expect to meet the other organizations of the core worlds to discuss the blood war that has been fueling our enterprises. We want to bring things to a close. Once the other guests arrive, Father will present himself, and we can get to discussing these terms.
Oh, I see. So it wouldn't be fair for us to speak to Father ahead of time, would it? Unless we should we?
I don't think speaking to Father would be the best idea. But tell me, are you a doctor?
I'm not particularly a doctor per se. I do a little bit to help out, you know. I had a scalpel, but we left it off so that it wouldn't be a weapon. Just you know, suture an arm, a little bit here, what I picked up at the Tiger Scouts.
That's better than any brother we have aboard. Would you be able to help me?
Yes. All of us, or just me?
Just you. You seem to be the only one with any sort of medical knowledge.
Okay. The sake in the room. Okay. Let's do this.
Very good. Come, honored guest. And she begins to lead you to the lift.
I will follow with, like, you know, it's that walk where I'm like looking over my shoulder the whole time, like.
Okay, man, what are the brothers doing at this moment?
They are following their normal protocol here.
Okay.
Yeah. To just make an instant call. Okay. So as Granny leads you to the lift, Brother One seems to notice, and he's going to walk over and kind of intercept you guys. He looks down at Granny and asks, Granny, is everything all right? Is there anything I can get for this guest? And I am going to ask you, Mel, to roll me a d12 on the faux pas check board. As
Okay.
the brother has sensed that something might be off.
Here we go.
Granny's gone rogue.
Okay, 5 is under your current 4. So Granny just gives him a smile, pats Brother One on the hand or the shoulder. Says, no, it's all right. I've got this one. Back to your business, brother. And his circuitry returns back to blue, and he walks off towards the gambling tables. She opens.
I'm gonna.
Go ahead.
The med bay, is that off limits or?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go into the med bay. I'm gonna have a look around in there, and if anyone asks, I'm just looking for supplies to help our doctor friend out.
You step into the medbay, and you see another brother standing there. This one is dressed in medical robes. He stands between 2 medical pods, ready to operate on your request. You're able to kind of quickly glance at these 2 pods in the room. You see one is labeled as the limb pod, and the other one is labeled as the blood pod.
Interesting. What kind of operations do you perform in here, brother?
Welcome, honored guest. The limb
Thank you.
pod is designed to replace any of your fleshy limbs with functional pseudo-flesh limbs.
Okay.
Should anything happen, of course.
All right.
Blood pod is designed to replace lost blood and seal wounds.
Fantastic. And as a honored guest, we're free to use these facilities if the need arises?
If the need arises, please ask me, brother, to perform operations for you. I am programmed and designated to operate both pods.
Fantastic. Is there any other supplies in here that, for medical use, that might come in handy?
What are you looking for?
Well, some of my buddies have been drinking on some of that sake, just, maybe hangover remedies or anything like that. Do you have medications for headaches? Mel has a lot of allergies. I mean, those scientists, those nerds, they always, are blowing their nose. Yeah, the space fever.
Space hay fever.
I apologize, honored guest. I do not have any such remedies currently here in the medbay. I will ask brother to head down to the storage rooms and see what we might have in supplies.
Fantastic. Perhaps I can go with him and have a look myself. I may find what I'm looking for. It's no trouble at all. I'd need to stretch my legs a little bit. It's a little confining here.
I apologize, honored guest. Honored guests are not permitted into the staff level of the Raygo.
Come on. I mean, is it strictly prohibited or just, can we get a quick tour?
As you keep questioning this brother, kind of pressing this matter, his face display changes from the blue circuitry, and a red exclamation mark shows up, and a calm voice, different from brothers, begins to come out of the brother's voice box. And you hear, "Why are you so interested in getting to the staff level?"
I'm just curious. I happen to be a pilot, and any kind of ship like this, I just love to investigate, see how they work, and potentially maybe I can fly it someday. That'd be a lot of fun. And what happened to brother? Are you brother, or are you somebody else?
Brother is still here.
Ah, and who are you?
I am Oni.
Ah,
I would ask
pleasure to
you,
meet you.
honored guest, to remain patient as we await for the other delectable guests to arrive, so that we might discuss the terms of ending the blood feud. Go ahead and roll me a d12, please, mister.
$11.
Okay. It's under the current offense, as you've been witnessed failing to act like a guest. Oni does reply and says, "I appreciate your curiosity. I understand that you might be a pilot and are curious about the Reiko. This is not the time to be snooping about the ship. I hope you understand."
Absolutely. Oni, is there other activities for today other than gambling for the honored guests to participate in while we wait for the other honored guests?
What sort of activities are you interested in?
I'd love to fly the ship. I mean that, but whatever you've got going on. I mean, the gambling was fun. Won some money, got some sake. That was fantastic.
You may ask any of the brothers to attempt to entertain you. I can only ask that you remain patient and wait for the other honored guests to arrive. Thank you for your time. And the red exclamation mark disappears from the brother's face as this medbay brother kind of regains his senses and says, "Do you require any operations today?"
Not at the moment. But apparently, Oni says you can entertain me. Can you tell me a joke?
Of course I can.
Ah, fantastic.
Who do you think would win in a race? An android or a Pycost?
Huh. I would guess an android. What does a pipe cost?
I don't know, about 50 credits or so.
Okay. All right. With that, I'll return back to the gambling hall.
Okay.
I don't know if we overheard that or not, but I see that lift has a terminal.
You do.
And I'm afraid we are running out of time. So I'm going to have a discreet conversation with Hudson, right?
Hudson, yes.
Okay, with Hudson and Rooster. Explain just to them that I think we need to get on that lift and get up there. I could certainly use some muscle if you want to come. You want to try and come with me, Hudson? And I could absolutely use a fantastic distraction, perhaps you could have all of the brothers do a little chorus line or dance for you or something.
Excellent idea. Maybe they have a better joke.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna try and get Hudson's attention and see if we can get on that lift, get up and just do something.
Yeah, I'm
Definitely willing to try.
I will go into the kitchen and overturn some tables and stuff to try to create a distraction of, oh my goodness, what happened? How did this fall down? What's going on? Brothers, get in here. Help me out. I'm trapped under this table.
A few things
Oh, there's
happen
another brother.
all at once. Yes. Okay. I'm going to try and resolve a bunch of things here all together. So, Rooster, just as were you trying to go into the kitchen to create this distraction for Hudson and Andre to get onto the lift?
Yeah, that was my plan, but I didn't realize there was more brothers in here.
Right.
But
just watching you destroy the place.
Yeah, nobody else you guys had not been inside of the kitchen as of yet. So, as you walk off into the kitchen to try and make a distraction, you do see that the kitchen walls are water tanks connected to the ceiling. Inside are two brothers wearing chef's robes that prepare the food for the guests. Their suits and vibtanas are neatly piled on a chair at the back of the kitchen. They both kind of turn and look at you as you walk into the kitchen. The blue circuitry on the display screen. One of them steps forward and says, "Welcome, honored guest. Is there something we might be able to prepare for you?"
Yes, absolutely. If you guys, I was told that there'd be entertainment. So I was hoping that between you guys preparing food, if you could get the other brothers in here to also help and maybe do a juggling act with the food preparation.
They kind of pause for a moment as they process the request. The other brother then steps forward and says, "I will go speak with the other brothers. We will see what we can do to honor this request for our delectable guests."
Oh, fantastic.
Brother 6 steps out here. As that happens, Andre and Hudson, you guys were going to attempt to get onto the lift.
Hoping, that this place would be a bit more cleared out, or the deception was successful. Because I think Granny is off with Mel, and if he can pull any of those other people out, that'd be great.
The way I'm going to work this here, Mel and Granny were headed to the lift, about to get onto the lift. So as you are speaking with Hudson, thinking about getting onto the lift, you see those two just stepping inside, and you think if the two of you are quick enough, you might be able to slip through that door and get in there as well. So if you two want to try last second jump through that door to get onto the lift with Granny and Mel, I will ask for speed checks from the two of you.
I was hoping to get, I was trying to go to command level. Are they going to staff level as far as we know?
You don't know which way they are going.
Don't know.
But as long as they are on that lift, you wouldn't be able to operate it unless you wanted to try and open the door and climb through the lift.
No.
So the option is sneak onto the lift and be unnoticed with Mel and Granny potentially and go where they're going?
Potentially unnoticed by the brothers. Obviously, Granny would realize that you've entered the lift with Mel.
Well, that's not going to work.
Did she seem against us going? Like, did she only want Mel to go with her?
I tried to get the rest of you. She didn't like it.
Oh, okay.
But she didn't seem mad. And Mel clearly has those eyes that say, "Help me!" as he's being taken onto this lift.
Shit, man. I think that's a really good idea. I was trying to get up to that command level. Hudson, if you want to go with him, I said do it.
Yeah, I'll go with him.
I think I might.
Want to speed
If I
check.
if I need to, if the only way to get up there is to try those hatches, we'll resolve that later. But yeah, I'll stick around here.
Okay. Do I get anything on top of my just regular speed stat?
Have a look
Like
at your
if I have
skills.
athletics?
Athletics, you can absolutely apply athletics to your speed here as you're sprinting to get in and nail the timing of getting in there just as that door closes.
Come
Holy shit.
So that's five under 55.
Yes, sir. Shit, okay.
That was close.
Okay. I rolled an instinct check for the brothers to see if they notice you sprint through the room here at disadvantage, but they still happen to succeed. You do manage to get into the lift. You join Mel and Granny as you begin to feel that lift ascend.
Fuck.
So do two succeed? How do two succeeds work? Like, so I just succeeded getting on, and he succeeded seeing me.
Right. So basically, all that's happened here is that one brother has spotted you acting strangely, not like a guest. So that is going to increase your offense level just by 1.
Okay.
Okay. So they happen to notice, think it's strange, but then they go back about their business as you successfully get onto the lift with Granny and Mel. Granny gives you a polite smile and says, "Welcome, honored guest. We are going somewhere you might not be allowed to go."
You mean we might not be allowed to go, or just me?
You are not asked to come up to the command level. Just this gentleman here.
Sorry, my friend was giving me the "I want you to come with me" eyes, so I figured I'd come see. I'd go with him.
Well, that's okay.
At this point, this would be going back to former roleplaying. That these are characters that are more intelligent than us or stronger than us, and so forth. So, with my expertise in artificial intelligence, I, the player, don't know what I could say, but I would think that perhaps Mel here could say something that would try to make them feel like there's a good reason for it that they would agree with. So they would be like, oh yeah, it definitely makes sense that this person just ran in here and they should be accompanying Mel. Basically speak in a way that works to their logic.
Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Granny kind of hears what you're trying to purvey. She just gives you a smile and doesn't seem to be bothered by the fact that he's joined you. She welcomes him aboard the lift and just politely listens to you as you explain this and says, "Don't worry, it'll be okay."
Okay, yeah. Everything's gonna be okay, Hudson. Everything's gonna be okay.
I just don't want to become a hamburger man.
Okay.
Was there verbiage or literature around that lift that stated, up is this, down is that? Any sort of directional or...
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because the lift originally leads only from the docking bays to the public level. and then only the androids aboard the Reiko here, so the brothers and Granny would be able to access other levels, so they would know whether they would need to go up to the command level or down to the staff level.
Okay. I'm going to try and apprise Rooster of the situation that Hudson and Mel are on the lift headed up. And then if you want to try and sneak around and go down to the bottom floor, I don't know, but yeah, that's the sitch. I'm going to hang by Rooster and see what he feels like.
I'm thinking all of a sudden it got crowded with a lot of these brothers here. I was hoping to try to sneak into one of these maintenance bays and see where those lead. But there's a lot of people in here right now.
You just asked some brothers too to come gather around you and put on a juggling act with the food.
I did, so I'm still in the kitchen doing that, waiting for these guys to see what they do. And maybe that'll give you a chance to sneak somewhere.
So yeah, I would say, Andre, you do see some of the brothers conversing. You're looking towards the kitchen where, Rooster went. I'm going to focus in here on Mel and Hudson and Granny as you arrive at command level. And I'm going to describe what you see as the doors open up. As the doors of the lift open up before you, Mel and Hudson, you see the command deck of this ship. There's an enormous figure that looks like it was once a brother that has grown in size as it moves about this command deck, eating the arm of one of its former brothers. The android body parts and pseudo-flesh of 3 brothers are sprayed about the deck all over the place. I need the both of you to give me at least fear saves. If you feel like this is more of a panic check, you can roll that instead.
Yeah, how do I do the panic check?
So you're going to roll a d20 and compare it to your stress level.
Okay, not too stressed, but I am panicking. Okay, that's my stress level is 2.
Okay, so this is the only time you want to roll over your number is on a panic check. So you roll, you successfully don't panic. You might actually feel panic, but nothing negative happens from your panic here.
I mean, it's not unusual for me to grab hold of Hudson's arm just a little bit, right? That he's big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Hudson, you fail on a
Yeah.
save.
Yeah, it'd be 48, or what is it? 48 over 100, or
86 over 48.
yeah, 86 over 48.
So you're going to gain stress as you witness this sight. Granny seems to pay it no mind. She smiles and says, "Follow me," and begins to lead you to a door over here.
Do I get a stress also since he failed? I think that's what his stress and panic was.
No. Him as a Marine, if he had failed a panic check, you guys would
okay.
gain stress, but he was just doing a fear save.
Okay. I will follow, but I am not walking until Hudson is moving as well.
Yeah, I'm just kind of staring at this thing.
I think that is where we're going to end this episode 3 of Oni, played on the Mothership game system. Thank you all for watching. Please tune in next time to see where Granny is leading Hudson and Mel, and how the juggling show might go in the kitchen for Rooster. And we'll discover what Entree 3000 or 4000, the sneaky, stealthy rogue android, what kind of trouble he might get up to. Take care.
Bye.